Carmen, why don't you start us off? You're still on mute, Mike.
Hey, DaMarcus, you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Hey, you said last time you were sitting in that chair that everybody would have to wait till the 24th to kind of see how you perform. So how do you grade yourself? How do you feel like you performed Saturday?
I felt like I performed well, but we got a lot of growing. Well, myself, I got a lot of growing to do, so I feel like I could get better throughout the week.
I think you lined up at defensive end. You lined up at linebacker. I mean, is that part of your versatility package there coming out?
Yeah.
I mean, do you prefer one or the other? Do you feel like you're
really, and honestly, I would prefer coming off the D line because they don't expect me to get on the D line because of my size. But add something new to the defense.
Right. So you like having your hand in the ground a little bit and getting off like that?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Right. Just growing up, I mean, when did football really take hold in your life? When did you start really getting involved in football?
Really, I started playing football at the age of 4, but I didn't play with kids my age. I always played with like kids like 3 years older than me. So when I was 4 years old, I would play with kids like 7 or 8.
And how did that maybe help you mature and grow up in playing the sport?
I'll say it helped me a lot in a lot of ways, mentally and physically, because I was the smallest amongst all of them.
Did that put a chip on your shoulder, or just?
For sure.
Yeah.
Really, it really did put a chip on my shoulder.
Do you still have that chip on your shoulder?
It's gonna forever and always be on my shoulder.
How do you evaluate just overall how the defense did, and what improvements are you looking at this week before you play Illinois?
I felt that we played a great game against Iowa, but walking into this week, we're gonna be even better. All we got to do is continue to work and grind and practice.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Dakota, do you have anything?
Yeah, just one quick one. Hey, man, growing up in Louisiana, I mean, talk about the high school football scene there. You mentioned playing with guys a lot older than you were, and that, put the chip on your shoulder. But how did your, I guess, high school experience kind of lead you on your path to Purdue?
I don't really talk about this story much, but in high school, I played football my freshman and sophomore year. In my junior year, I didn't have the opportunity to play ball. So right then and there, I was like, man, this is something I really want to do. So came my senior year, I had to show out and make plays to get where I want to be. And actually, I didn't get a chance to get where I wanted to be because I slacked off in school. So I had to take the JUCO route. And that opened my eyes way more than it ever did. So I'm more than grateful to be in this position that I'm in right now.
Just a quick follow-up. I know you're at Purdue to play football, but you kind of mentioned the academics. Purdue's one of the better public schools in the country. Is that kind of a factor for you being here at Purdue?
Yes, that's a big factor because many people don't get the opportunity to have an education. Say I've graduated from Purdue University. A lot of people don't have that opportunity. So for me to have that opportunity, I feel I'm more than blessed.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, the exponent. Alex, you're still on mute.
Hi, DaMarcus. How's it going?
I'm doing good.
How'd you feel playing your first game in the Big Ten?
That's the question I was waiting for. Really and honestly, I didn't have butterflies on the day of the game. A lot of people have butterflies on the day of the game. I had butterflies like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Just thinking about it, like I'm really about to play in my first Big Ten game. Like I'm really about to play against people I used to watch on TV. So when I stepped out on field, I was like, it's like I'm at practicing against my teammates. So it just all fell into place.
I guess going off that, how did it feel playing in an empty stadium in your first game?
Really and honestly, JUCO, like my brother said when y'all just interviewed him, JUCO people overlook JUCO, but in JUCO we didn't really have fans. I mean, because people overlooked it. So it really wasn't new to me.
Okay. And then finally, you definitely had a very impressive performance against Iowa, totaling 6 tackles and a tackle for loss. So what would you say you were most impressed with yourself against Iowa, and what would you say you could improve on?
Really, I'm impressed with myself because considering that's my first Big Ten game, I felt that I did well. I'm not going to say good, I did well, but I feel like I get better and continue to do better throughout the week as we face other teams.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, Tom?
Hey, DaMarcus, you said you didn't play as a junior in high school. How come you didn't play that year?
That year, I want to say that year is because I slacked off with my academics. My dad used to tell me you'll slack off with your academics. If you don't stay focused, you're going to slack off. You're going to lose eligibility. And I wasn't at the time. I also was in basketball too. So by the time that when football came around, report cards came out and I was failing. So right there, like I said earlier, that humbled me in a lot of ways because I thought my dreams was took away from me. But I'm glad Purdue gave me another opportunity to make my dreams come true.
And I think I read your first year of junior college, you were running back, right? Talk about that.
Yeah. When I got to when they JUCO, when they recruited me, I was really supposed to play tight end. They recruited me as a tight end, but the coach ended up leaving, and he went to, I want to say, New England. He became a special team specialist. So I was like, man. And when a new head coach came in, they had put me at running back, and I was like, running back? They were like, yeah, we felt that you would be a running back. So.
Gotcha. And then I noticed, last question real quick, you're a very emotional player. I noticed at one point you celebrated by flexing up, and you also did a couple big leg kicks. Talk about your celebration a little bit when you like to, after you make a big play.
Really, honestly, if we speaking about that, I don't really, I'm a real expressive person. So I don't really like celebrating after plays, but considering that I went to JUCO and my very first game in junior college as a freshman, that was the only game I won in JUCO. So I had a lot of feelings built up. That my first win in almost 2 years.
Thank you, DaMarcus. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, anything else? Okay, we'll have